Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and we've got some tiny Autobot soup here that Kryn prepared. Hi, Kryn.
Hello.
What did you do to my toys?
I played with them.
Well, I need this one.
Aw.
This one, here, you can have this one
Yay!
back.
Hi, Swerve.
I need to put an iPad down back here as well.
Alright.
We are doing this live, so there is a chat, and I'm answering some Q&A whilst I do what I'm going to do here, for those of you tuning in after the fact. But I need this instruction sheet so I can see what I'm supposed to do. Can you see me in the iPad at all?
I see the iPad.
Okay, you just see the lights. Oh, there's my hands.
You.
That's going to be distracting for the chat. Oh,
Sorry,
well.
chat.
It's no biggie.
But you get close up of his hands.
That's right.
There you go.
In the actual shot, you're not going to see that at all. I'm going to be doing this little guy just right here.
Tailgate!
Got this garbage, not Micromaster he comes with. And we've got some Reprolabels. So I'm gonna have a go at this. These ones are on Oracle vinyl. I brought a hairdryer, but I don't want to go dig it out. So I might do that after we're done to really seal these on. I'll do the non-ones first. I haven't really prepared the surfaces on this guy. So hopefully the labels will stick, but there's a good chance some of these might fall off while I'm doing it. And yeah, we're just going to have a go at this. And while I do that, let's go with them chat questiones.
Alright, Dante Soloblood says, any weird Transformers conspiracies you believe in, Evangelist?
Yeah, they're all out to kill us.
Raziel, a bunch of numbers, says, Evangelist, what do you think of the Legacy Dragon Zord, Dragon Dagger, and Green Ranger Morpher?
I got the Green Ranger Morpher because I found it on sale in Canada for $25. And that's not going on now, I'll tell you that. That was a combination of coupons and things. And it was neat for $25. The other things look okay, but I've decided to spectate them for the most part. They're kind of expensive, and I don't think I'm enough of a fan of Power Rangers to want to drop that dosh on what they are.
Sleepy Buddha says, Evangelist, when do you think Kamen Rider Aqua will finally get his own show?
Well, how many years away are we now? What was it, like 40-some years in the future he came from? So we just got to wait another 37, 36?
VJ Gaber says, does that set come with Tears stickers?
No. It does not. I'd have to make those myself.
That would be funny.
It'd be kind of fun to make,
That
too.
would be really cute. Dragon Duelist 100 says, will the subtitles make a special guest appearance in the chat today? Only if we crash again.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, when you guys are not there, then yeah, they'll be back. Trying to find my focus spot here.
Yukisir says, Evangelist, any thoughts on Supergirl Pilot?
Supergirl Pilot. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. I've not kept up with the DC TV mythos going on right now.
Your thoughts on Monster Arts Gamera?
Looks cool.
Is there a bomb waste disposal option? I'm guessing.
Yes,
on the
there
stickers?
is. There is an option on the stickers for that.
Awesome.
I'm going to skip that myself.
Oh, you're gonna skip it?
Yeah.
Because they ask which one you're going for.
Oh no, there's a version without either that I'm going to go for. I'm going very blank on this one.
Evangelist, did you see the Batman v Superman trailer?
Yep.
The True Dirage says, what's your opinion of the SIC Wizard figures?
They look pretty cool. SIC is one of those things, again, it's my word I use. I decided to spectate it for the time being, but I really like the style they went for.
Seth is here.
Is he?
Yes.
Get him out of here.
The Last Allosaur says, do you have the SOC Galgaigar?
I do.
What do you think of it?
It's lovely. There are little flaws here and there I could cite, but it has the best posable robot toy hands I've ever seen. Every single company making posable robot toy hands, be they official or unofficial, should be locked in a room with SOC Galgaigar's hands.
Alright, so questions are going pretty fast. I missed a couple, so just rewrite them if
oh
you
yeah,
don't hear me.
if you end up not hearing your question get asked for a good couple minutes, just ask it again. We're not mad.
Chris Moise says, what are your thoughts on the one-step toys, and do you have a favorite one?
I really like, I like one-step drift, the switchblade transformation that's been done a couple times now. I haven't messed with many of the other ones. I've tried to watch some videos of them when I can find them, because I like the idea of one-step as a mechanism. It's just, I think it looks cool. I just don't want to actually spend, actual money on getting one, because I'm only really going to have fun with it once or twice.
Uppercase CCC says, hey Evangelist, any chance you'll ever convince Lindsay Ellis to do an episode of WTF at TFW?
I don't know. If she wants to. I don't like to force people on there, because our scheduling is terrible. We are pretty bad at pre-planning an episode, so to try to get a guest on there is a whole extra kettle of fish.
Yugasir says, Vangelis, use cringe stickers. You know you want to.
We have something for them that I forgot to bring.
So not today, but someday I'll be able to sticker something.
That's right.
Someday.
Also, I'm doing a real hack job at this. I gotta go get my X-Acto knife.
But you're gonna miss so many questions.
I can answer them when I'm over there.
It's nearly the future from Back to the Future, but what bit of technology other than hoverboards are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for holographic Jaws sharks.
Holographic Jaws sharks. Missing questions. Did you have the opportunity to go see Mad Max Fury Road?
Not yet, but I really want to.
Aside from the timing debacle, what's stopping you from getting through on WTF at TFW?
The timing debacle. You pretty much answered it.
Have you seen any of Garo Goldstorm shows?
I am now, I don't understand how this happened. I am like 2 entire Garo series behind.
Would you drop the dollars on a tiny Back to the Future hoverboard for Tailgate? Ah.
Depends.
Best Gundam design.
I like the lumberjack Gundam that's literally a windmill with legs.
Would you like to see web diver molds used as part of Transformers?
No, I like them, but they are not Transformers.
What Kamen Rider show pre-decade should I watch?
If you can make the time, you should watch Blade. Blade has a real good last chunk.
Have you been keeping up with UT's Orden?
Thanks to Cybergeek Alliance, I have been. They've been sending me the test shots. I've had Fenrir for a bit, but he fell off my radar when I had a real bad month in March, so I'm still working on a review script for him. I have heard nothing about the other 2. I'm not sure if I'm going to get provided with those, but since I have 3, if I don't get provided with those 2, sometime down the line I'll try to get them myself, because I like the idea of Orden.
Do you plan on doing a Felisaber review?
Yes.
Have you guys, gals included, seen the old puppet show X-Bomber Starfleet? They've released a big Dai X toy and it looks amazing.
Is that the magnet joint one? Because it looks, if he means the magnet joint one, it looks okay. I never seen the show though, so I don't have a connection.
Will you be picking up the other Batman the Animated Series figures? Oh,
yep.
Questions are going so fast.
What's our viewer count right now?
93.
Okay, that explains it.
Wow. Sorry guys, I'm missing a lot of questions. Do you know why Shockwave has one eye?
You know what? Sometimes you mess up. You know?
He hates depth perception.
Yeah, I do too.
Hates it. Extraneous information.
Illogical.
Are you going to see Ant-Man?
Oh yeah.
Would you like a QTF to start your diction?
Start my diction?
Addiction.
Oh, I already got 2, and I'm mad about how much I like them, so I've been trying to ignore the line because it's dangerous.
Will we ever see GoBots as their own standalone line at any point in the future?
Not GoBots, but Machine Robo is getting some stuff in Japan.
Anyone watch Absurdly Awesome?
Who?
I don't know. Who do you think the rumored white BotCon Waspinator repaint is?
I think that's just Lady Waspinator.
Seth has a very important question.
Okay.
If you could either fly or turn into snot, what would be your favorite fish to eat?
If I could turn into snot, it'd probably be salmon, because to me, salmon feels and tastes like snot.
Ugh. Okay, next question. What is one robot that you really wanted a toy of, but a toy was never made of it?
Really proper Transformers the movie Unicron.
Did that Counterpunch guy ever get a toy?
Yeah, he was a toy first.
Oh, okay.
It's a good toy.
All right. What do you think of the Masterpiece Shield Liger Zord?
I feel like if I was into Zoids, I'd be super stoked. I like the way the electronics work on that thing. It looks cool, but I have like 0 connection to Zoids, so I'm sitting them out.
Do you think you'll grab Warrior, Sideswipe, or Jazz?
I will. I almost got them on Big Bad, but they wanted $40 for the pair, and I have a real hard time paying $20 for the Warrior toys.
Anyone else wish Milk Daddy would return from the war against the Voodoo?
Yeah, that would be great.
What TF buying regrets do you have?
I don't know, all of bot shots.
Would you watch a GoBots movie done by Michael Bay?
For sure.
Hey, we're actually out of questions.
All right. I showed Kryn Age of Extinction the other day.
Yeah, we watched Age of Extinction. I was like, this is way too long.
Yep, it is way too, but it's the best one, right?
All right, if you had any one question you'd want asked, what would that question be and what is the answer?
Do you want some free pizza? Yes, thank you.
That's a good one.
And then I get free pizza.
Yeah. Do you want $1 million?
Yeah, thank you.
I have bad news.
Oh.
I don't have $1 million.
Well, that's That's not cool.
If both you and Vangelis had cutie marks, what would they be?
Mine would probably be a toilet.
Ew. You could have anything you wanted and you would choose a toilet.
Oh, I'm assuming I'd be in a real funky state if I suddenly had, like, a tattoo on my butt.
Mine would be a scalpel.
That'd be pretty cool.
Let's see.
What would be your pony name if you were a pony with a scalpel tattooed on her butt?
What are pony names like?
Wish Incision.
Wish Incision. Are you watching Kamen Rider Drive?
Kren, am I watching Kamen Rider Drive?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Seth says, annoy everyone and talk about wrestling. Oh,
man, yeah. Well, wrestling, let me tell you. I've fallen behind again because WrestleMania came and went and all my interest is kind of dried up. No, I go in and out on wrestling. Basically, when they have spooky warlock characters doing spooky warlock stuff, I get interested, but they don't right now.
Andy or Mikey?
Andy.
All right, a question for me. Have you ever been into TV-related toys yourself, and which ones? Not super a whole lot, but I liked Ben 10, the original, when it came out. So I actually have a couple of those toys, which are pretty much the only ones that I had before I met Chris, who's Vangelis.
Who's Vangelis?
You. Would you still like Hotspot if he was sponsored by Red Bull?
Yeah. I mean, he's legit like Shane in Age of Extinction.
My pony name is Kryn the Skinner. Awesome.
That's pretty cool. I want to be the Skinner.
The meanest pony in the world.
What do you do? I skin people.
What are your thoughts on Masterpiece Star Saber?
I really like him. He's a very playable Masterpiece toy made with a lot of love.
Who are you hoping will appear in Transformers 5 or the planned TF cinematic universe?
Omega Supreme.
Yeah. Omega Supreme. What are your thoughts on Mini-Mates?
Mini-Mates should be way more fun than they are. And I'm always disappointed when I get one.
Aw. Isn't Wizard Dragon the coolest?
Yep.
Kryn, are you into superheroes? Yeah, they're alright. I like Spider-Man, but I like Deadpool too. Superheroes like Thor and Captain America do not interest me.
They cast Spider-Man in the MCU.
I don't even... What?
In the new movies universe. They cast Spider-Man.
I'm not into the movies, though, because it's live action, and I can't suspend my disbelief. All I think about is, that's a guy in a costume. I wonder if that costume is itchy. Whereas if it's a cartoon, then it's fine.
Spider-Man's such a young kid now, though. They got a really young guy to play him.
What do you think of the SH Figuarts Renewal Kuga?
I like it. I mess with it a bit.
What are your thoughts on the assembled writers for the TF cinematic universe?
Hopefully, by having that many people in one writing room, someone will write a good movie at some point.
Is the answer to this question one word or two?
Maybe it is. See what I did there?
I did. Someone says they thought my pony name was Intern Kryn. No.
Yep, you will forever be known.
No.
Your birth name is now Intern Kryn.
Oh. Interns, they hardly even get paid.
Yep.
Ugh. Arms microns or minicons?
Arms microns, more words.
Deadpool? Yes, Deadpool. Have either of you used minifigure parts to make yourself in Lego? And if not, why not?
I haven't seen Lego parts that speak to me as me yet.
You built a little scientist and said it was me, so we'll count that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
The one from that Ideas set, the lady working science people set, whatever it was called.
Yeah. So how's Tailgate going?
Pretty good. I got one of his legs all stickered up.
Oh,
all
his
these little
shins
white
look
stickers.
cool. So, for the record, usually I'm looking at the chat, so I don't get to actually see what's being built.
It's right there, though.
Well, but I'm looking at the chat.
Okay.
I'm trying to really concentrate and not miss
Oh man,
anything.
the stream's gone all yellow because my iPad's in shot.
Would you watch a high school anime spaghetti western mashup called The Good, the Bad, and the Kawaii?
Sure. I mean, as long as there's enough fan service, I'll watch it.
Tell me your code name if you were a G.I. Joe or Cobra.
Butt plumber.
Why? Stay away from the... What combiner do you want in the Combiner Wars line?
You never said what your code name would be.
I don't know. I never watched G.I. Joe.
Just make up a code name for yourself.
Scalpel 1.
Okay.
What combiner do you want in the Combiner Wars line?
Monostructor.
What Kiwami Tamashi Kamen Rider do you wish they would have made before they went by the wayside?
I really would have liked to see
Bye, Seth.
a Sicked Zedo.
Let's see. I suppose that is Tailgate from Arms Micron.
No, this is Generations Tailgate with Reprolabels.
Corinne, any recommendations for Deadpool storylines? Okay, I'm going to be really honest with you and say that I kind of only own part of one of them, and that's the Daniel Way run, which most people really hate. So I've heard the most recent run is really good. So it's like Deadpool, like part 4. It's the one where he just, spoilers, died. So try that one out. Corinne, this is a dumb question, but are you a ginger? I feel like you have the personality of a ginger. What? The answer is no.
The answer is
The answer is my hair has been dyed since 1998, so it's kind of like all colors. Not in the rainbow way, but in the it's been dyed a million
I
times.
don't even know
way.
what that remark means.
I mean, a personality of a ginger, like fiery? I don't know.
Making videos saying... I can't remember what that video was that went viral a while ago.
Okay, Scalpel 1 is actually pretty cool. Smiley face, awesome. Vangelis's pony name, internet celebrity Twinkle Belly.
Okay.
It works for me. Coke or Pepsi? Coke.
Coke.
A million times.
Coke.
The only Pepsi that I even come close to maybe liking is Pepsi Max, I think.
Me too.
Just put the word Dazzle somewhere in it and you've got a pony name. Scalpel Dazzle? All right.
I like that.
I like that too. Oh, yes. And Deadpool the movie is coming out next year. I am so excited. That's really going to be awesome.
It's live action.
I know, but I like Deadpool that much.
Oh, jeez. What happened to your beliefs?
They change as is necessary. That's like the definition of belief. All right. What do you think about Power Rangers Dino Charge?
Everyone tells me it's pretty good, and Yoshi seems like the coolest guy, the actor Yoshi, but I haven't watched any of it.
Who would win, Unicron or Galactus?
Probably Galactus, because Unicron is not actually very... He has a pretty poor track record.
Would you ever do a video narrative, like what you did with the beginning of Alpha Bravo Review, with toys exclusively, or would that be too much for you? Excursively?
Oh, that means like just doing like episodes of toys doing stuff, I think. I would like to, but I don't have any inspiration for what I would do. That's why I do the little scenes, because those are just the cool parts. And that way I don't have to think of an actual plot that goes in between them.
A&W or mug?
I don't like root beer.
Oh, I think root beer is alright.
I hate root beer.
But I don't really taste the difference because I don't have it often enough. Alright, serious question. How do you see 3D printers influencing the future of toy collection?
Well, they've already influenced the prototyping process for a lot of indies. And I still believe that in our lifetime, we'll hit the point where 3D printers are a household thing that operates fast enough that we can print our own simple objects. So I think it'll do a lot for indie and custom stuff, I think.
Yeah. Alright, question directed towards me. Is there any one movie or show that Vangelis has made you sit through that you will never watch again, ever, ever, ever?
Like all of them?
Like, There Will Be Blood.
You even liked it.
It was so long. I didn't say I liked it, did I?
Yeah, you did. After we finished, you said that you saw that you could tell it was...
I can tell...
of high quality, and
that it's good, but I still don't like it.
You liked bits of it?
It was so long, and I'm never watching it again. And probably some other stuff. I can't remember right now. Jaden Smith is Static Shock, yay or nay?
I don't care.
I'm so divided.
I don't care. Like, Jaden Smith is so young that he could still be a really cool person. It seems like he's crazy, but he's escaping the shadow of his dad. And, like, stuff like, I don't know, like his prom suit being like Batman but white, I thought was super cool. So, I don't know. As an actor, I don't know anything about him. I never saw that movie he was in with Will Smith.
All I know is that he tweets really weird stuff.
Yeah, he seems like he's a bit of a teenage lunatic.
And his forehead is always full of lines. And Static Shock is cool, so I don't know if he's the right person, but it'd be interesting to see. Have you gotten into any one of the 66 Action Kamen Rider figures?
I've been buying all of them, actually. I bought all of them, which means that now I have so many, I'm too daunted to write a review for them.
500 Lego Scorpions video review when?
That's up to Kryn.
All right. 500 Lego Scorpion review. It'll be about 10 seconds long. They're cool.
I love scorpions.
The end. Deadpool versus Deathstroke. What would be better? What would be better?
They're so different now that any similarity they once had from the Liefeld days is kind of nullified.
Have you ever played Minecraft?
I haven't. I feel kind of bad about it sometimes, but I also feel like I got more done by not getting addicted to it.
Have you seen Fake Busker's Doomface Chase, and what do you think?
I think they look great. Those are the things I told you about, Kryn, the super deformed Shapeways DJD, with the heads that turn into little DJD.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
Which combiner limbs will be left out of your combiners?
I'm just going to keep switching them, so I don't know.
Opinion on Secret Wars?
I want to believe that... I haven't actually read any of it, so this is what I was thinking months ago, just when they announced it. I want to believe Marvel's been taking notes on the 15 times DC has restarted their universe in the last couple of years, and are going to be applying that knowledge to make Secret Wars not a total mess, debacle, trash heap.
Does Kamen Rider Black have some form of paranoia or PTSD?
I think he's got, like he's kind of a lonely, sad guy, I think.
If you directed TF5, who would you choose for the cast of Autobots and Decepticons?
I would want to keep the Autobots, at least a couple of the Autobots from Age of Extinction, because my movie, if I was doing TF5, I would be leaning into it like Age of Extinction did. The Autobots would be terrible people. Terrible people.
And the Decepticons would be worse.
Yeah, they'd be worse. It'd be monsters fighting monsters.
Yay. All right, VJ Gavers is going to TFCon in Canada for the first time in July. Any advice? Make sure you have a passport.
Yeah, you'll need a passport to enter Canada. That's a big one.
And also, when you get there, I would recommend getting money from the ATM there. You can do it through a bank probably here in the US, but it's just...
It sucks. My friend Crasis tried to get money from his bank for Canada, and it was like they had to order it remotely, and they made him pay all these fees, and he had to wait for weeks to get the cash.
Yeah, it's dumb. But you should, if you are using a debit card, make sure you call them before you cross the border and tell them that you will be in Canada at that time so that they don't block your card. And that way you're
that also
stuck
happened.
there.
Yeah, that happened to another friend of mine. You have to make sure they know you're in Canada, because if you use it in Canada, some banks will react to that with, oh, his credit card got stolen.
Yeah.
And
yeah, when I went to China, I called and I was like, I'm going to be in China. Don't block me. I need money. Okay, we missed a bunch of questions. Oh, no. Is there any... Oh, that one's gone. Sorry. What do you think of Daredevil's many homages to Korean gangster films?
I thought that the old boy fight in episode 2 was maybe a little much. I didn't dislike it, but I really hope that was an old boy homage. I really enjoyed it, though. I liked all the different nods that were in there.
Do you think a movie about the Great War would be a great way to start the TF cinematic source?
Well, they've already started the TF cinematic universe, so they could talk about the Great War if they want to.
Follow-up question to the printing thing. What about toy internet piracy?
I think that if printers hit that level, that will totally be a thing, and I'm curious what will be done to combat it.
What do you think of the idea of a monster truck combiner team?
I think that sounds badass.
DuckTales or Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers?
DuckTales has a greater mythos and world, so I'd have to go with that one.
DuckTales.
DuckTales is in the same canon as Darkwing Duck.
Awesome. I used to love that when I was little. Favorite alt mode?
Toilet. Sorry, it's a reflex. These stickers are cool. These are actually translucent stickers with a blue border.
Neat.
Because they go over a white piece.
How do you feel about the new Combiner Wars Devastator that is going to be made of nothing but Voyager class figures?
I'm pretty excited. He looks fun.
If you die in Canada, do you die in real life?
No.
Do us guys from the UK have to bring our passport to Canada, considering we own it? Jokes.
Yeah, you do. Because you don't.
If you guys were Transformers, what vehicle, name, and side would you choose?
Grin, my reflex is kicking in. You should answer this.
You are not allowed to be a toilet. What would I be? I don't know. I would want to be something that flies and looks really cool. And what does side mean? Name and side. Oh, side.
Autobot or Decepticon.
I would be my own. I'd
You'd be a nail?
I would be the one that plays which side, whichever one is going to...
Oh, like sideways.
I don't know. I'd be one that is after my own interests. But I'd be friendly. And they would never know.
How Mary Sue would you get?
Not too much. That's just distasteful.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be really awesome, but Not any more awesome than any of the currently existing characters, because that's just irritating. And you are not allowed to be a toilet. Is there any non-toy purchase you look forward to in the coming months?
Well, I was actually really looking forward to this webcam we're filming on, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
If I wanted to get into Tenkai Knights, what figure packs would you recommend?
Oh, I don't know. Pick the ones whose colors you like the most, because they all transform the same.
Do you think that a Bayformer Metroplex / Fort Max would be cool?
I would love to see what the live-action universe would do with a City Former. It'd be pretty hilarious.
Have you considered picking up the Perfect Grade Unicorn Gundam?
I have until the part where I'd have to spend money on it, pretty much.
Does anyone in the US or Canada watch the Eurovision Song Contest? Yes, the US, there are people who are fans, but I'm not one of them.
I don't know when that became a thing.
That was a long time ago.
No, I mean the Americans watching it.
They're calling me a double dealer in the Tripedicus Council.
All right.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the limited release of SH Figuarts Hulkbuster X Chogokin?
I'm not surprised, because I was astounded when the Machine Attacher, which was the last, I believe, Figuarts Chogokin thing, got a mass release.
Is your ideal combiner a team of 5 toilet formers that combine with a bathtub torso bot?
It wasn't until now.
It wasn't until now. You have filled a void in him.
You have.
Alright, Vangelis and/or me, have you ever played Pathfinder?
I haven't.
No. Nope. Do you think combiner teams should be their own factions with no association to either Autobots or Decepticons?
I think it should be a mix.
I think it should be, what do you call that? What's that thing? Sorry.
I don't know, because I can't read your mind
Union.
yet.
It's a union.
Okay.
They should have their own union. What are your, I'm guessing they meant thoughts, on Metal Gear Solid V's quiet figure and the soft lady parts?
Well, I've reviewed a toy that had squishable boobs already, so I'm not shocked.
You're not shocked.
I've been in that world before.
What is your opinion on the mind control in Transformers Energon?
It's garbage, and you probably already knew that if you're specifically asking me about it.
Astro Train is love, Astro Train is life.
Ooh,
Does this mean that I would be a Camian?
my fingers hurt.
Maybe? Your fingers can't hurt.
Got a little bit numb there for a second.
Ruh-roh. You need some ergonomics.
Because I was hunched over and working tweezers at the same time.
Do you think any of the Beast Wars or Unicron trilogy characters will make it into the Masterpiece line in the future?
Possibly. I mean, you never know, right? It seems like the kind of thing that someone would do.
If you could choose between the two, Figuarts Beatles or Figuarts Kiss?
Kiss would be a million times more interesting to look at, I think. Than just British men.
What is the best part of Canada to you?
I really like our multicultural base. Like the fact that, being in Canada means that you're part of the world, not just a Canadian.
Brennan McFerrin has just got here. What are you working on?
Working on some Reprolabels, and I don't know where one is. There's supposed to be a little Autobot symbol that goes in his belly, and I can't find it in here.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just going to do everything else.
And he's still nobody. He's not an Autobot yet.
Yeah.
What would you think if Trideron was an Autobot?
That'd be pretty sway.
Sway?
Pretty sway.
Is there any shtick from your old reviews that you would bring back to the future?
I don't know. I always get upset when I look at the old reviews because I think I did a bad job.
I think a lot of people feel that way about things that they did a while ago.
Like, I don't think that my old reviews were garbage or anything. I just don't like what I see because I'm me.
Combiner Wars Dinobots, The Beast. Would you buy it?
Sure, if they make it.
What about hockey,
it's a thing.
Did Piat ever get his boxers back from the TF Prime Starscream review?
Nope, they're going up on eBay soon.
Do you transform the head last on Transformers because that's when they start feeling pain, or is it just me?
I do it last because then it looks the coolest.
What do you think a Michael Bay movie of Kiss Play would be like?
Probably full of nubile young women.
It would probably have more explosions than the things you want.
Yeah.
It would be young women exploding.
Hey, maybe I want that.
Like literally with TNT.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I want that.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
If we could get another Fan's Choice Masterpiece, would you prefer Victory Leo or Armada Optimus?
At this point, Victory Leo, because, the path is set, If they don't make Victory Leo, then something went wrong.
You might want to try checking the knife. That's what happened to your V-Build of MG Unicron Gundam.
That's so weird that you know that.
Do you think any of the Beast Wars / Unicron it's moving trilogy characters will make it into the Masterpiece line in the future?
Again, like, who knows what Masterpiece will even be in, like, 5 years. Maybe.
What's your opinion on the current Super Sentai?
The Ninja one, I like the robot. I haven't actually watched the show past episode 1. Nothing against the show. I haven't.
What do you think of the Dynamic Change Getter Robo series?
Are those little super deformed ones? Because if they are, I've got 2 of them, and they're okay. They are super not all that fun to actually play with, but I like the idea of them.
Should I burn my Legends Combiner Wars Thundercracker with the release of the Leader Combiner Wars Thundercracker?
You should always set fire to your possessions.
When could we get a new Brave review?
I don't know. Sometime.
Have you played or looked into Chroma Squad?
I own it. I backed it, but I haven't actually played it yet.
If you could save only one from a wedgie, Scott McNeil, Peter Cullen, or Frank Welker, who would it be?
Frank Welker, I think, is the coolest guy of all those guys. So him.
So he gets saved from the wedgie.
Yep.
If they made a better Disney combiner, would you get it?
Yeah, if it was like posable and stuff, I'd be all up on that.
There's a Disney combiner?
Yep, it was a Bandai Chogokin thing.
What?
It was 5 pilot. Oh, these aren't vinyl. These don't need heat. These are all clear transfer things.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
This Tailgate doesn't have flames in the comic, right?
Nope. This is based on Prime Tailgate. Remember RC's old partner?
That was him?
That was a guy called Tailgate.
And he died?
Yeah. He was just a white cliff jumper.
Oh.
With flames.
Oh, I didn't know that. R.I.P. Poor little guy. What do you think about the Kamen Rider Ghost trademark?
Sounds spooky.
Anything you're hoping for in the show or design?
Ghostliness.
What would you think of a Masterpiece Unicron with a replica moon base one? That sounds cool.
Yeah, let's do it. Make it.
Perfect Effect Leonidas, aka Leo Convoy, would you buy it?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Have you reviewed the Transformers Sports Label series, and would you?
I have one of those. I have the Shoe Optimus and Shoe Megatron, back in Victoria. I might. I always meant to, and I never got around to it.
If Beast Wars gets a live-action spin-off movie, who would you want on each faction's side?
I'll leave that one to Kryn.
Live action. Okay, first we'll change that to not live action, and then we'll get all the original voice actors, and then it will be awesome.
That's cheating. You're cheating
It's
right
not
now.
cheating. What is the text at the bottom of the screen that makes fun of you and your video is supposed to be?
Those are the subtitles. They are some text on the bottom of the video screen.
That make fun of him.
No, they are professionals who agree with everything I say. That's what I've been told. I haven't actually looked at any of my videos when they go up, so...
What are your thoughts on Kamen Rider 555?
That was the first full Rider show I ever saw. I love the aesthetic. It's a shame the show didn't have an ending.
Does that mean you didn't like the ending?
No, it means it literally didn't have an ending. It's like they thought they were going to get a season 2.
Oh.
And they didn't, because you don't. So...
Who would win in a fight, Galaxy Convoy or Movie Prime?
Galaxy Convoy, most likely.
What if Kamen Rider Ghost is a paranormal investigator?
I'd be pretty stoked, man.
Do you think FunPub's ISP is AOL or NetZero?
I don't know, man. I was gonna say something about Netscape, but I'm not sure if that would if that makes any sense.
It's the worst ISP ever. It's Comcast.
I don't think they know what Comcast is.
Oh, I don't even know what FunPub is.
They're the people who run BotCon really well.
Oh, whoops! Sorry.
They do a really good job running BotCon.
Oh.
Just ask them about it.
Oh, I will. Vangelis and Corinne, you guys are awesome. Thanks for answering my questions. Thanks for asking them. Sorry if I miss any. Just write them again if I miss them.
Keep asking them.
Yes, keep asking them. It goes by really quickly. Let's see. Are you human?
We're not actually allowed to answer that question.
That's what do you call it? Classified information.
It's qualitative information.
Qualified information. I speak human languages really well. Blah, blah, blah. What do you think of the new Gundam series Reconquista in G?
I haven't seen it, but I think he looks fantastic.
If TF Con filled the void left by Auto Assembly, would you come to the UK?
I don't think TFCon's going to. And I don't mean that in a bad way. TFCon is based out of Canada, and that's really their wheelhouse.
What if Kamen Rider Ghost is more like Ghost Rider, and the next series is a cowboy theme?
Okay, let's do it.
Are you buying into the rumors about a fashion-based Kamen Rider series for next year?
Having been into Kamen Rider for well over 10 years now, I don't buy into any of the rumors anymore. I just wait till they show what the next show is.
Have you watched either Akame ga Kill or Aldnoah.0? And if so, what do you think?
Well, I haven't, but I know Crin's an expert in those shows.
I have no idea. I'm guessing those are anime, and I'm not a fan, so I don't know.
You're supposed to roll with that and just start talking about what you think they are.
Oh, they're great. My favorite one is Aldnoah.0 because it's all capital letters, and it has a period and a word, and a number, but the number is written out as a word.
Yeah.
If the TFW crew was to get in a fight to the death, who would win?
Probably...
Either Seth or you.
Oh, you mean the podcast crew?
I'm guessing.
I'd win because I wouldn't even take part in the fight. I'd just, hide out until...
I think Aaron could put up a good fight.
Aaron's weird. He has a blowtorch.
Well, Combiner Wars Landcross or Road Caesar?
Probably Road Caesar first.
Out of the new rider team for the Bayformers franchise, whose film are you most excited for?
Honestly, not really any of them yet. I'm excited for all of them because they're all going to be new takes. But I'm not expecting anything from any of them until they hit theaters.
Try on 3? If not, why not?
I need my Gundam people to just tell me which one to get once they start releasing Try-On 3s.
Kryn, does your interest in Vangelis stem from your professional background? Maybe.
I'm a very interesting scientific specimen.
I'm studying you.
I found the sticker for his belly because these are all clear. There's like an invisible sticker here with a white symbol on it.
Well, you've been deceived. Oh, that was a joke for you.
What?
Okay. Would you like to see combiners from the original Ridge show in Combiner Wars?
Yeah, let's do it.
Who in the Transformers universe would you like to meet in real life? That's a good one. Ooh, who would I
don't know who I'd want to... Because a couple of them I just want to hit, so...
I would want to meet Cyclonus and ask him for all his stories. And just sit there and listen to him, like, rage and grumble and tell his stories.
I like IDW Cyclonus.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Have you seen Kill la Kill? And if so, what did you think?
I haven't yet, because everyone told me to see it, so it hit that particular kind of hype where I need to forget all the hype before I see it.
Coolest Transformers name?
Windbreaker.
Windbreaker? No. Hardshell.
No. Hardshell's actually the worst Transformers name.
Are you hoping for a Masterpiece Dan Cougar? Dan Cougar?
Well, there's already been a Soul Chigokin one, and there's been there's the upcoming Sentinel one. I don't think that a Masterpiece one is really necessary at this point.
If you could choose what theme or setting Kamen Rider did next series, like detectives, high school, space stuff, what would you like them to try?
The Jean-Claude Van Damme movie Bloodsport.
Why did you get me into Japanese bugmen?
Because I am an ancestor of yours from the future, and I'm making sure that you follow the destiny path that you need to follow.
You mean a descendant
Yep.
from the future?
An ancestor from the future.
Will you be picking up any of the Gashapon Kamen Rider figures in the future?
Probably not. They're pretty easy things for me to skip because usually they're not very posable or anything.
What is your opinion of Underbite, Devourer of Nuan City?
He's a pretty cool guy. He knows how to talk to birds and get answers, and I really dig him.
Grindrod.
Grindrod is a great name.
Who is your least favorite Transformers character?
Probably Hardshell.
Hardshell. He hates the name. Hi, Kryn. I'm just home from movies. Pizza, Coke, Evangelist. What could be better? Really cool, yay. Let's see. What is your favorite Transformer MacGuffin?
Oh, man. I like a lot of the ones in Prime. The relics.
The relics. If you could have a theme song playing whenever you do something, what would it be?
Oh, it's one of those songs from the Hotline Miami 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, that's a really good one, actually. If they made a YouTube combiner, who would be part of it? Northern Lion, Markiplier, Vangelis.
What's his name who reposts other people's videos as well?
I don't know.
Those vlog guy.
Those are the only YouTube people I know. Oh, and Pushing Up Roses.
Yeah.
Sweet.
How many people is that?
4.
Well, we're missing a limb, but we're doing well.
Is it weird that I'm super happy that Human Cyclonus dresses an elegant gothic aristocrat? No.
Kryn loves human Cyclonus.
I love human Cyclonus. It's so cool. All right, Shinkenger or Gokaiger?
Gokaiger.
I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce Japanese words.
Those aren't even Japanese words.
Oh.
They're like made-up pseudo-Japanese words.
I'm sorry. A YouTube combiner would be made of offal. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, probably. A YouTube combiner would not be the greatest combiner in the world, nor would it be, like, effective, good at what it does. You know, it would be a pretty terrible combiner, but it would be a combiner, goddammit.
What mold of Transformer would you set on fire repeatedly because you hate it so much?
Oh, man, I think I'd first want to sort out, like, what issues I have that make me want to burn things.
If you were a Transformer, what would your alt mode be and why? You don't get to choose toilet.
Kryn, choose for me.
Your alt mode would be...
Toilet? Toilet,
no,
okay.
No, let me think.
Toilet.
We're missing questions, but I'm going to think about this.
Toilet.
Stop it. Stop saying toilet. You would be...
Toilet?
Fine, you want to be something inane? You'll be exercise bike. You can't even
so
go
cool.
You can't even go anywhere.
No, but I would help people get strong and train. I'd make such good friends with everybody.
What do you think of the new MTMTE fembots?
They look pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to know more about them. Vangelis, should I get into Combiner Wars toys?
Yes, you should.
Just this one. Just this
Just
one.
Hotspot?
Just Hotspot.
Well, you should get into all of them, really.
Vangelis, Combiner Wars Menasor upgrade set. Yay or nay?
Which one? I'm really looking forward to non-F Thandius' stuff. That seems like the best Menasor stuff coming out is going to be coming from him so far. But really, only him and Perfect Effect seem to be doing anything, which surprises me.
Do you own any bootleg Transformers?
Plenty.
Plenty. Can you name a couple?
It's like...
And his Armada.
That's not a bootleg!
I thought it was.
I have Titanic bot.
Titanic bot?
It's the Titanic.
What do you think of Generations Brainstorm?
He's a pretty cool toy. Uh-oh, I just lost camera feed.
Oh no.
I have to switch the battery.
Oh no, we gotta switch batteries.
That's okay, that won't affect the stream. I'll keep answering questions.
Alright, who would you pick for the possible choices in the Transformers YouTube reviewer by Shonen Dating Simulator?
I would want to date myself because I'm that kind of person.
Okay. But you're dating me.
I know, but I'd secretly also date myself.
Are the 66 Action Kamen Rider figures easy for you to pick up and play with?
Everything seasons or series 3 onwards, I believe. When they added bicep swivels, then they get really good.
Your alt mode would obviously be a camera. Yes, that's a much better answer.
Why would I be a camera?
Because you like to film things.
I'd carry a camera as a weapon. I wouldn't be a camera. That's... I don't know. That seems a little bit silly to me.
Wait, did you know what I was talking about with EGA? If so, yay, Kryn is even cooler now. What's EGA?
Isn't that like a video type on old 486 computers?
Oh god, I think I'm not that cool. What characters would you like to see as limbs for Combiner Wars Cyclonus?
The sweeps. Give me an army of sweeps.
Have you peeked at the beta for Yandere Simulator yet?
I haven't, but I'm pretty yandere, let me tell you.
Hi, Kryn. Did you know Marvel will be killing off Deadpool? What are your thoughts? Yeah, they killed him off, I think, beginning of April. I'm not worried. He will come back.
Hey, he's a comic book character who sells books.
Yeah, and they're making a movie for him next year, and his greatest wish is to die, so they won't let him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thoughts on the new female combiner?
I think she's pretty cool. Kryn, what do you think about the female combiner?
I don't know anything about it, so I will preemptively say I think it's a good idea, but I don't know if it's cool yet. If you could make a Fusor, which two animals would you mix together, and what would you name it?
I would love to see a wasp crossed with a duck.
That's strange. I would go with something cool from the ocean.
A wasp crossed with a duck, right? His name would be Buzzquack.
I would choose Chironex fleckeri, which is a deadly box jellyfish with eyeballs and brains, found outside of Australia, obviously, and mix it with, I don't know, like a cheetah.
What would it be called? Cheetor fish.
Sting spots.
Sting spots. All right.
That's terrible.
No, it isn't.
Let's see. If you could make a Fusor, which two... we already did that one. Sorry. You'd be a case to hold a camera, then Vangelis for your alt mode. Why do I have to be the case? That's not the cool part. The camera's the cool part.
Would you want to be the camera?
I mean, if I have to choose to be something inanimate, I'll be something awesome like a space shuttle.
Or a microtome.
I'll be... No, not a microtome. I'll be Mir. The big giant...
Literally Mir?
Yeah. You know what that is?
Yeah, it's the space whatever thing.
The International Space Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the space whatever thing.
Half Russian, half American, all messed up.
Under budgeted.
Yes.
Malnourished.
Oh, elegant Gothic aristocrat. It's a type of fashion related to Lolita. It's what Cyclonus is wearing. I didn't know that.
Oh.
From what I read from the artist is that the writer had asked him to use Victorian, like, schoolmarm, and he went and found original photographs and based it off of that.
Yeah, marm.
Yeah. Duck plus jellyfish equals mallard of war. Let's see. All hail Buzzquack.
Welcome to Buzzquack.
Would you like proper GoBots toys incorporated into the Transformers franchise?
Yeah, I want Cycle and Crasher, damn it.
Has Vangelis been writing fanfic again?
No, I write official fiction. I work on the... Don't you know this?
Vangelis would have the subtitles as a camera arms micron. Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Someone says, Corinne, you'd be the tripod because you keep him standing. Aww. But that still puts me in a position of support and not of being, like, actually awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, though. That
What if you were a gorilla pod so you could also articulate and fight things?
Jeez. Well, I guess that would be better. Gorilla pod. Alright, who do you think is the best Decepticon leader? Megatron, Galvatron, or Deathsaurus?
Galvatron is the best leader.
Yes, he's insane.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about the Unicron trilogy animes? What about the toys?
I liked a lot of the Cybertron toys. I liked a lot of the story concepts in Armada. Energon and Superlink had a bit of potential, and it squandered it ridiculously. So I don't talk about that one anymore. But there's good stuff in there. Cybertron had some amazingly good toys.
Who would win in a fight of annoying, Hot Rod or animated Bumblebee?
Probably animated Bumblebee, because he really is written to be irritating.
I think Cheetor.
Ultra Gear!
Ultra Gear.
Let's fade! That's the worst one, let's fade. Other than, not, hey, let's leave the area. No, let's fade!
Crusher as a drag strip repaint on Victorion? If not, why not?
Let's do it.
Transformers Rid 2015, any thoughts?
It seems cool. I like Thunderhoof a lot.
Are you going to pick up the SH Figuarts Hulkbuster?
I don't know if I will. That's one of those things where I'll wait and then I'll look for it on Mandarake after it comes out.
Did you, do whatever you had to do with the camera?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, it's all good, okay. Since when were there emoji here on YouTube?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. That one, it looks like a car.
Okay.
Can you throw the Reprolabel tailgate at the chain base before the subtitles show up to tell you it's a bad idea?
Why would I throw Tailgate? His life is so hard already.
Yeah, poor little Tailgate. I find that my liking of Transformers comes from liking vehicles, whereas other people's comes from liking robot toys and action figures. What proportion of fans do you think are in each group?
Oh, geez, I don't know very much about that kind of etymology stuff. Etymology? That's not the right word. But I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of people who love cars, who are way into Transformers. I am not one of those people at all.
I'm thinking about the answer. I don't know. My cursory observation is most people like the characters because they grew up with them, not necessarily because they are cars, because some of them aren't cars. So maybe like 30 to 70? That's my guess.
Yeah, well, that's a percentage we could throw out there.
So me and you are in Transformers Energon. Who is the pants and who is the shirt?
Oh, I just showed you what that means too, didn't I?
Yeah, I actually understand what that is.
Yeah.
I call shirt.
Oh.
Haha, your pants.
Oh man, Tailgate's little Autobot symbol ripped itself apart.
Oh no.
I'll still stick it on there, but
Aww.
there ain't much of one left.
Well, his branding ceremony didn't go very well.
That's right.
So we're just keeping in, character.
It's canon. It's canon.
Yeah.
So, Corinne, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Should I just leave Tailgate's chest white? Because there's a sticker to make it all silver and detailed like the old G1 toy. I like it more white, though.
Yeah. He looked really freaky right there. Okay, yeah.
I'll close him up.
Yeah. He looks like something from Alien before that. Long spine.
Yeah.
Questions. Do you like the Fallout games?
Okay. I played Fallout 3 a bunch. It's I don't know if that really means the Fallout games or just Fallout 3.
What will the next Lost Light costume party theme be based on a different Transformers continuity family? I had a couple more ideas for Beast Wars ones, but I don't know how to draw Whirl.
It's so cool that they're asking you about stuff about your comic that you're drawing.
That's so cool. I would like to do more from Beast Wars. I have a couple more ideas. And also Nautica asked for the party in the first place, so she has to get on there.
Yeah.
So I will hopefully do that one. But I'm currently working on a fan art that's taking forever because it's way too ambitious for my actual art skill level. So I really want to finish that one this week. And then after that, I'll go back to doing the comic. But thank you for asking. Vangelis, you should look up Starfleet X-Bomber. It's a super robot puppet show written and directed by Go Nagai from Devilman.
I've seen some clips of X-Bomber. I know that a lot of folks grew up with it in other countries than Canada. It looked okay. I don't know if I'd have the patience to go through the whole thing right away myself, but I like what I saw.
Most disappointing toy of 2014?
2014? Oh man, I had an answer for that and I forgot.
If you were visited by an Imagine, what would you wish for and what time would it visit?
I guess I would just go hey, could you go back in time to before I'm in my late 20s and just tell me what I'm doing now so I can skip the part where I spend a while trying to be a computer scientist?
Have you ever played the card game Munchkin?
I have. It's pretty fun.
Are you going to review any of the new Acid Rain toys?
I really want to. I actually have a review for the Soul Commander almost done. It's all written and everything. Audio's all done. That's going to be the next Acid Rain review.
Yeah, it's been a while since I heard that term. They have really beautiful toys.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with them for the most part.
Oh, I haven't seen them. Are there any Beast Machines characters you'd like to see get the Generations treatment?
Night Scream! What's so funny?
Nothing. Can we think we can get an official Autobot Megatron toy?
I don't know, because I think that for now, the Leader Class one that just came out is going to be the one, because coming with the sticker sheet makes me feel like that's what they mean for him to be, and he does not have the right head. So I think that's going to be a third-party thing.
Is it time to tip the scales?
It is.
Vangelis, can you say woo?
Why?
I don't know. It's a request.
That was me saying it wrong to be irritating. Did you get what I did there? 'Cause I said why rather than woo.
I've heard someone comment that the new TF comic seems like people with robot skin. You guys agree or disagree?
I mean, that's what Transformers are.
Uh,
They're people that are robots.
Yeah, it's putting more emphasis on the character instead of what, actions and war and generalized violence.
I like super robots and I like robots fighting. Guess what medium that is the worst for? Still image comic books. So I'm way more into the comics being more about, what their personalities and character interactions are like.
Dante, my pun-making friend, is going to leave the chat for a cup of tea and a pack of salad. Chicken noodles or pulled pork?
Pulled pork, my friend.
You were going to go for that. I would vote chicken noodle. Vangelis, what fable would the Imagine's body be based on?
Oh, jeez. I don't have the Scissor Man. The one who cuts off your fingers if you suck your thumbs.
Have you played Dice Masters?
I have not.
Have you thought of live streaming games?
I have many times.
I think one time you live streamed playing Binding of Isaac.
I can live stream Binding of Isaac.
Which is awesome. If you guys ever played it, you should.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that for Aaron's Extra Life stuff if I can.
What is your favorite version of Starscream over the years?
I really like the Energon, the Armada Starscream character idea. Delivery, not so much, but I like the idea behind him.
I like TF Prime because he has high heels.
He's pretty shway.
Do you think we will ever get a Generations Terror Sword toy?
Probably not.
That would be cool, though. Evangelist, I missed the beginning of the show. Are you doing more Reprolabels?
Well, I'm doing Tailgates right now, and they're taking a long-ass time. I have Swerves here, too, but I don't know if I'm going to do those.
This is a cool one. What voice actors would you choose for each of the members of the DJD?
Oh, man, we had a question like that in WTF, and I could not tell you right now. I haven't placed voices to them yet.
Voss, the one that speaks the old language?
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
All right. Speaking fake alien.
Yeah. Corinne, what do you think of 10 from the comics? Seems pretty nice. Seems like a nice guy. I don't know what else to say. He's very crafty.
10 is
he's people really like him because he does cute things.
He's almost too adorable.
Yeah, you know what that means. Something horrible is going to happen to him.
He's going to die.
Yeah, everyone that you like in the comics, something terrible happens to them. Which I think, all those new ladies that they're, holding up Nautica on the cover, they're going to betray her. because that's how that comic strip is written. They're going to be like, be our friend. You know, we're awesome and we want you to join our team. And she'll be like, yay, friends. And then they'll betray her.
Or they're going to be like, now you just have to kill all your old friends.
Yeah, you just watch. That's what's going to happen. Did you ever imagine this whole V-Build thing taking off when you did that mini pla gosai great?
Absolutely not. And I am baffled as to why the mini pla gosai great V-Build video has a gajillion, nearly 100,000 whatever views.
Will we be seeing the movie Attack of the Scissor Car soon?
Yeah, you know, we're in testing phases. We're screening it with different demographics.
Will you be V-building any more Constructabots?
Yes, but I don't know when.
Do you think Leo Kaiser should be in Combiner Wars?
Why not, you know?
What are your thoughts on the CW leader Armada Megatron?
I really want the Japanese version because he has the proper colors on his chest, but he's, of course, going to be impossible to get. And I'm done these labels, by the way.
Oh, we're done with labels?
Yeah, this little guy, I hate this little guy, and I put a bunch of labels on him, and I spent a whole lot of time putting labels on him, and I still hate him. But now he looks more pretty. Like, that black spot between his legs helps differentiate his legs a bit more. But Tailgate looks great,
Yay!
aside from, like, the actual toy not being all that great.
Oh, poor little guy.
But he looks a lot more dynamic now.
Yeah, his shins look awesome.
He's got more flames to go with his flames.
Yes. Nothing says flames like Tailgate.
That's right. Do-do-do-do.
Aw, make
So,
him dance.
I think that we're going to do some blocks now. So we're going to put an end to this particular episode of V-Build, and we're going to do at least one more live here. So stay tuned in the chat. If you're watching at home on YouTube, then, well, this is the end. So, farewell.
Bye.